All right, we're going to go ahead and call our meeting to order for the Stillwater Planning Commission, April 15th, 2014. First item on the agenda this evening for discussion and possible action is Trade and Development LLC Final Plat, PZ.13.1791, requesting review and approval of a final plat named Trading Heights Addition Section 2, and consisting of 38 residential lots and 2 outlets in the RSS PUD residential single-family small lot with planned unit development district. Mr. Coots.
Tom Coots, Development Services. This area map, the property in question surrounded in red, basically. As you said, the property is zoned RSS PUD. Is surrounded to the north by some RSS PUD, to the east by some PUD and the RSS district, which is residential small lot single family. South by more of the PUD, and then the west by mostly just the RSS district. The proposal is for some 38 residential lots. This is the existing, we'll call it the preliminary plat. It's from the amended planned unit development for Trading Heights. The planned unit development can serve as the preliminary plat when there's lots involved. This is the plat. Notice that the proposal is to extend Aggie Drive, and then it becomes Lenford Drive, and then connect on over to 9th, which goes on over into the residential development to the west. And as I said, 38 lots and the 2 outlots for drainage, basically. The staff findings are the final plat is consistent with all the requirements of the city. The final plat would create a second access point for the Trading Heights development to Country Club Road, and this is a continuation of the larger Trading Heights development. Do you have any questions for me?
Any questions? Okay. Now we'll open the public hearing portion. Anyone that would like to speak in favor of this amendment, please step forward, state your name.
I'm Chris Anderson with SMC Consulting Engineers representing the developers. Just wanted to say we've read the staff report and agree with everything in there, and just would request your approval of the plat.
Okay. Thank you. Anyone else that would like to speak in favor? Seeing none. Anyone that would like to speak in opposition? Seeing none, we'll close the public hearing portion. Mr. Coots, asked for your findings or alternatives.
Alternatives. We can accept staff findings and recommend approval as presented. We can accept staff findings and recommend approval with modifications. Accept staff finding, or no. Find additional information or discussion is needed and continue to a certain date or table until the information is available. Or find that the final plat does not meet the requirements of city code and recommend that the city council not approve the final plat.
Thank you. Any comments or discussion?
Not other than it's just a continuation of the master plan we saw previously, so I have no problem.
I move to accept findings and recommend the city council approve the proposed final plat as presented.
I'll second.
We have a first and a second. Please place your votes. That does pass this evening, 5 yes, 2 abstain. Second item on the agenda is Housing Concepts, Inc., preliminary plat PZ.14.1823, requesting review and approval of a preliminary plat to create a subdivision for duplexes located on property addressed as 1000 East Virginia Avenue in the RT Residential 2-Family District. Mr. Coots.
Tom Coots, Development Services. I've got the property. I tried to slip in the lot design onto the property, kind of overlaid over it. Property is undeveloped. It is zoned RT, which is residential 2-family or 1 and 2 family. Surrounded to the north by a portion of RTM, residential 2-family and multifamily, and then the rest of the north, and then the east RSS, residential small lot single family. South by a portion of RTM, and then a portion of CG, commercial general, and then on the west by some RTM and some CS, commercial shopping. As you can see from this air photo, this right in here, where I'm moving the mouse, is where Burris Street would be extended as a private street to access this development. And you can kind of see the general layout on the property here. Basically, they're proposing to have a cul-de-sac and have 14 lots. On each lot, you could fit a duplex on there. And there are 2 outlots. One of them is just the area where the road kind of is down here, and then the area over here, which is where the stormwater area is, and then there's going to be a clubhouse to serve the development in there. One thing I guess I should point out is a little bit different about this development is these are private streets within the development, and the lot lines do go into the streets. Sometimes the private streets are in an outlot, something like that, but these are a part of each lot. Staff findings include this preliminary plat is consistent with all city requirements. This development would utilize private streets both to get access the development and within the development. And the the proposal would allow for the proposed residential duplex development. You have any questions for me?
Any questions?
Tom, so all access would be off of Virginia, correct?
Yes.
Tom, this is the property that came before us to be rezoned.
Yes, just in, just last year. That, if you recall, that original application was to the RTM district, and eventually the city council approved it as the RT district, which is the 1 and 2 family.
Any more questions for Tom?
What, yes. What is the height allowable in the RT?
Height in the RT district would be 35 feet, same as the RSS district.
Okay. This time we'll open the public hearing portion. Anyone that would like to speak in favor of the proposal?
Good evening, Kelly Harris with Keystone Engineering, located at 923 South Lowry, here representing the owner and developer. Tom pretty much covered everything. We are proposing the preliminary plat in the RT development. We are utilizing public or private streets, but we're providing for public easements and access easements over those streets. We're proposing public water and sewer systems, looping the water lines within the development. That the main outlot here is for the stormwater detention. The preliminary drainage study has already been accepted, so with the final plat, we'll be proposing the final drainage study. Any other questions?
Is this slated to be senior housing, Kelly?
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you, Kelly. Anyone else that would like to speak in favor?
Don't get nervous.
We have a time limit, ma'am.
Oh, there you go, Craig. Good evening, commissioners. It's nice to be down here on this podium as opposed to up there. It's a lot more comfortable and cooler. Becky Teague, 1702 Glenwood Court. I wanted to make sure that I came this evening. This has been about a year-long process for this particular project, even though this piece of property has a long history in Stillwater, and it's very important and part of our infill that we have an opportunity tonight to pass on something good for Stillwater for now and the future. I feel like it. So I'm absolutely for this project. I want to publicly thank Kelly for working with us a year ago. Without her dedication and commitment to Stillwater, I don't think we would be standing here tonight with this project. I was a part of the process for a long time, almost 9 years on that bench, and sometimes the process works and sometimes it doesn't. And I feel like the process could have been better, and it let down some people of Stillwater and future residents of Stillwater. It is working out tonight, though, and again, I want to publicly thank Joel Walker, the applicant. He has spent probably 3 to 4 months more on this project than he had to have. He spent several thousands of dollars that he didn't have to, which sometimes we don't take into account. But why this is for you tonight, as instead of a PUD and guaranteed, and it is in part of infilled, and what frustrated, or what was part of the frustration that we're going to alleviate tonight, was that when living next to seniors becomes controversial again and again on this bench and future benches, it seems like we should be able to insert some kind of vehicle to alleviate maybe some of that pressure and to make your jobs easier along with elected officials when it gets to council. And what we did when it left your hands with the split decision a year ago, we hung right in there again with Kelly and these people behind me, and there's a neighborhood standing behind me that you're not looking at tonight. But we did it with the deed restriction. We took it out. And I'm a realtor, and I know what a deed restriction means, and I don't think that's the way that you plan infill in Stillwater. But it worked this time. So I just wanted to get on the public record, say a little bit of the history of it. Again, my comments tonight are for people like Joel that want to come to be a part of Stillwater, that has been over backwards to be here, and Kelly's commitment to Stillwater as an engineer and the time that she's taken outside of her normal activities and worked with us, and I can't appreciate him anymore. So, again, I do thank you for it, and we're all for it. It's a go.
Thanks, Vicki.
Thanks, Vic.
Anyone else that would like to speak in favor?
I'm Richard Teague, 1116 East Hanson. I get the 300-foot letter, and I'm all for this project and encourage you to vote for it and support it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Richard. Anyone else that would like to speak in favor? Seeing none. Anyone that would like to speak in opposition? Seeing none. Mr. Coots, alternatives, please.
Okay, we can accept staff findings and recommend approval as presented. We can accept staff findings and recommend approval with modifications. We can find that additional information and discussion is needed prior to making a decision and continue it to a certain date, or table till the information is available, or find that the preliminary plat does not meet the requirements of city code and disapprove the preliminary plat.
Comments or discussion?
Well, I'd just like to make the comment, I think it's a great use of the area. I think it's going to fit real nice with the existing neighborhood to the north. And I think it's definitely something I think that Stillwater needs, and would like to see more of this done, as Becky had mentioned. You know, it'd be nice to be able to work together and work through some of these challenging sites at times, and would like to commend both sides, everybody involved in this thing, for hanging in there, because I think we're going to end up with a real good project out of it. So,
I move we accept findings and approve the proposed plat as presented.
Second.
We have a first and a second. Please place your votes. That does pass this evening, 5 yes, 2 abstain. We have a couple of meeting minutes to approve this evening or to review. Approval of regular meeting summary of March 4th, 2014. Anyone had a chance to review those?
I move that we approve. Second.
First and a second. Please place your votes. Joe second. Yep. Those do pass this evening, 5-2. Approval of the special meeting summary of March 25th, 2014.
I move we approve. Second.
First and a second. Place your votes. Yes. Those pass this evening, 5 yes, 2 abstain. Approval of regular meeting summary of April 1st, 2014.
I move we approve. Second.
First and a second. Place your votes. Those also pass this evening, 5 yes, 2 abstain. Our next planning commission meeting is set for May 6th, 2014. With that, would entertain a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
Second.
Please place your votes. We are adjourned.
I'm really having trouble.
Faster at the end.